Hello folks, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look and see what's on the other side of that, and we're going to have a chat about dancing hands watches, which are like provided by Seiko and their sub-brands Pulsar and Alba. So this is going to be a bit of a special, like, and we'll get to the down view and we'll take a look at it. So, as you know, what we have here is my Pulsar V600, which is known as the Dancing Hands. This is the daddy of the Dancing Hands watches. It's the very first one. And if you watch, if you can see, right, it does that. Now this isn't working properly. I've got to look into why it's not working properly. I know it has reset itself back to the correct time. It's the first time it's done that. So, and I've just had a bit of a mishap with this one as well. Here we go. This is the Pulsar V601. Which is kind of up from this one, but it hasn't got as many features. And I've just had a mishap because the buckle, the bit that's holding the buckle in place, just separated. It's like, oh no! And I love this. This is brilliant. Right, where this one is controlled by the bezel, the ring around the glass. This one is controlled, I don't know if you can see that there, there's like a little black on the crown, there's like a little black dot sort of thing, well, it's a piece of plastic. And what you do, and this has only got one time zone on it, and it's only got one function other than time, and that's stopwatch. So you turn it to there, let's get, as you can see, the sub dial and the second hand have moved to the 12. There goes split seconds bottom, and see, and then you turn it back. Now how cool is that? That is just brilliant. It's got nice construction. I love this strap, and like, and it's come off. So you know, well, I've got plenty of parts for this other one, like as you can see here. Right, got a little baggie. There's 2 complete movements there. And there's a third movement that she's had some bits taken off of it, but it's got good coils on it, so I should be able to get this one working again and get, I don't know if you can see that, it's like the Daytona yellow sort, that was like a yellowy gold on the gold case. That's the one I want to get working as well. Right, and I've got the third one, which is a NASA, it's a black NASA dial, which I may do as well. But you know, I mean, these spares for any of these Dancing Hands watches are insanely hard to get hold of. Look at that. See? Off he goes. Oh. Oh, something's gone wrong there. Oh, I've got it on the wrong setting. I've probably just screwed up my bloody, as you can see there, it is self-adjusting itself. Now I do believe there's a radio controlled version of this. When it's in time format, the subdial uses it as a 24-hour display, but you can set it to any time display you want. So you can, like, you know. My God, it has to set itself to the right thing. Anyway, so that's time. There we go. Now I have been told that it's best to let it complete, like what it's got to do on the dial before you do another command, because it can cause it to like bog up. You can like do that, restart, like you can, there is no split function, so you can't like restart it. It is a very basic chronograph. There she goes, and just turn it back one notch, and that should be set this off. Yep, 17. It's just a touch fast. There has been a touch fast, right, you know. Now another thing of these, right, is the batteries. These need the 1.55 on all of them, but because they're a 389 designation cell, what happens is that there's a 1.5 volts 389 and a 1.5 volts 390. So you need the 1.55, that extra tiny bit of voltage, right? If it hasn't got it, these will run slow, like as this one was. This was running slow and it was very hard to do anything with. Put the more powerful 1.55 volt in it, started working properly, because it had enough of what it was expecting. So I'm really gutted about breaking the bloody bracelet strap. Yeah. It's just literally unglued itself, so I'm going to have to look into that. I don't think super glue is going to be strong enough. I don't know if I'll try epoxy, but it is looking quite warm. I do love it. I mean, it's like really nice, you know. These Pulsar straps are very nice, but this one's got a slightly different arrangement on it. It's got like the pin through type. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to strip it down and I'm going to clean it thoroughly, because I think the switches themselves are gummed up. And then I've got some very good quality Renata batteries coming for these, and I'm going to be putting that, like, you know, into that one. So let's go to the up view and we shall see what we will see. So I would show you that on my wrist, but I haven't got a spare quality strap that I want to put this onto, right? So I will have a look and see what I've got, you know, but I am just so pleased with that. This is the Pulsar V601-9000. Right? They are so rare that you will not find lots of these anywhere. And they didn't, you know, Pulsar kind of like carried on because Seiko were doing them, but you know. Oh yeah, it's got loom as well. I'll show you something. The dial is kind of like an army sort of khaki, dark brown, olive sort of look to it. I mean, the loom isn't the best. I don't know if you can see that. It's very hard, like, you know, of the hour hands phosphorin and some of the numbers. It's a bit tired, the loom, but I don't mind, like, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's quite an old watch. It's a 1990s, very complex, very complicated piece. So, you know, there you go. Well, I feel a bit naked without a watch on now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a bit of Ben Sherman. Me being the old boy skinhead mod sort of geezer, or, you know, he says, with the beard like a briar bush, and, like, you know, I do like a thick strap. I really do, you know. It's probably because I was born with a thick strap. No, we won't go down that one, like, you know. So there you go, look at that. Bit of Ben Sherman, you know, that'll make Gary a bit jealous. Alright, I've branched out a little bit from Russians. I've now got myself a very, very nice Smith's Empire, which is basically, it's not really a Smith's. I mean, Smith's are the same people that made your your dials and your British cars and that. It's all the same thing, yeah. But this is made in Wales. It's a Welsh Smiths rather than like an English Smiths, which is completely different. And the Welsh ones have made in Great Britain down the bottom there, whereas like the non-Welsh ones just have made in England, which is like, you know, so it's differentiated. But I like it, you know. What I'm going to do, you see how thick this strap is. There's straps you can buy that are leather, and you put your pocket watch into, and they're like, the one I want is like too thick, like, you know, great big bands, like, you know. I do like a bit of leather on my wrist. I mean, I haven't done very much else. Like, I've ordered myself one of those blue visor thingies that sit over your glasses to help me with the, you know, working on watches and stuff. So got some news that today is the last day of Shana living here. She leaves tomorrow to start her new job in the NHS, like start a new career. I'm very, very proud of my daughter for that. My other daughter, we had a bit of a hiccup last week. That's why I've not been around that much. But she's getting her head together now, hopefully, like, and we can see some more happiness coming from there, like, you know, because she's obviously going to address like a lack of qualifications that she needs to look at. And I'm really, really expecting that she's going to make, like, you know, make the right moves, like, you know, stop, like, you know, living, sorry about the glasses off, like, you know, bloody hell, I look like a fucking Hell's Angel. Said with the great big leather and, like, you know, whatever. So, you know, so that's, her future is assured for her daughter and her sons, like, you know, and just to stop, you know, chaving it up, because it's very easy to fall into chavdom. Trust me on that one. I know, because I'm stuck there myself. But hey ho, like, you know, hey ho, pip and dandy. Put a comment below if you know where that comes from. I bet you don't. Speaking of that, like, have you seen the Red Dwarf film? It's brilliant. You know, I've signed up for Xbox Game Pass, right, because for £7 a month or whatever it is, right, you know, I've got hold of Forza 4. Absolutely brilliant. First thing I bought when I had enough money was the Del Boy van, and I tell you this, I've been winning so many races with it as well. Like, I'm probably going to do some gameplay vids on that one. So I love it. I absolutely love it, and I drive it like a natural. You know, especially the Del Boy van, because I drive one for real. The Reliant is in for his MOT next week, because everybody's lost their fucking head and stuck it up their own arseholes, like, over COVID. Like, every garage is like super compressed and everything, so like, thank you, like, other people arseholes. I've got all the bits. If I get a chance to, I'll get some work done on it, get the bits, so that'll be less for them to do, save me some money, and you never know, if I get it all done, if I can sort those electrics out, there's no reason whatsoever why it couldn't pass straight away. So, all positive. Double thumbs up, like, you know, to Dancing Hands watches. If you want to know that Pulsar V600, 601, 691, there's a couple of others, right? Alba make the same, but they're slightly different size, they're slightly different cases, slightly different dials and stuff, right? Seiko, if you want a Seiko version, if you're like one of these people that just got to have Seiko of everything, right? Seiko made two of the V600 called the Seiko 8V20 and the 8V22, which is a second one. It's got all world times programmed into it, so when you turn it to world time and you press button, right, it goes basically like navigates round to like a set time on your watch, so it automatically calculates. So if you like land in Calcutta, right, and you press the button around to Calcutta, it will automatically tell you the right time in Calcutta, right? If you want to know what the right time is in London, you just set it to world time, well, like, you know, blah, 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 and it will automatically go to like the right time in London, and it will, like, you know, it's very, very clever stuff. They also, anything 6M and then two numbers after, they are also dancing hand watches, with the difference is that a lot of them, you see the subdial there, right? They have, like, you know, like a ship's wheel telegraph, like when you tell it to go full ahead both and all that, right? Some of them have like a telegraph that goes round instead of a hand, right? And it's very cool. I mean, some of the world time versions that are very nice, and it is just like, you know, the brass kind of like housing over the segment, like, you know, very, very clever watches. I would recommend, you know, buy one, because these are insanely rare and insanely complicated but incredibly good watches. So, you know, give yourself a treat, have a go, right? You know, I mean, and of course, like, you know, like, they are Seikos at the end of the day. Under the skin, that is a Seiko. It's just, obviously, it's Pulsar. It says on the back Pulsar by Seiko. I don't believe that Loros were ever involved in this, so it is Pulsar, Alba and Seiko, you know, and you know, have a watch that, you know, you can really enjoy, you know, like making it whiz around, you know. I mean, this is being the basic one. It's like, you know, obviously it's only got one function other than time telling, but I mean, I don't care, like, you know, because it's still bloody good, you know. I mean, there's the stopwatch. You know, it is good old-fashioned. Brilliant. Anyway, I love that and leave you, like, you know. All kudos to everybody else. Kudos to Mr. Biden for winning and sticking out that maggot Trump's backside. Or, you know, hey, I lost the election, I'm going to throw more toys out of the plane. You know. Sorry, Gary, I was thinking of you there, mate, like, for some reason. Right, I'm off. Toodle Pipski, take care.